Hello, welcome to my channel, Fresh Life with Lily. In my channel, I normally talk about travel, fashion, as well as healthy living. In today's video, I want to share with you what the things I have learned from singing. So I started to learn how to sing about years ago, and I have some thoughts and tips maybe I want to share with you. And those things maybe apply to life as well, not just for singing. First lesson I learned is that keep breathing, right? In life, we're so busy and sometimes we're very stressful. You forgot to breathe, which is very important, right? If we don't breathe, we cannot survive. So one of the lessons I learned from singing, the breathing is number one, the foundation for any singing, right? So the breathing in the singing is different than normal life breathing techniques, because in the singing, you have to breathe from your diaphragm. So basically when you inhale, almost like you smell the frequency of the flower from your mouth and nose, and then your bottom of your diaphragm is going to expand it. And once you start to sing, you got to be holding this feeling. You cannot just collapse, so the voice will not go very well. So that's the number one I've learned from the singing. The breathe is very important, as well as important as in life, right? So don't forget to breathe, right? Important thing. Second thing is every skill in life, you got to learn the techniques. Techniques is very important, like how to swim, how to play tennis, how to sing. Everything is techniques. So singing has a lot of techniques. I just, want to give you some examples, but there's so many things you have to learn the techniques from the singing. So, for example, how to breathe from your diaphragm and how to slowly, let your breath out when you sing. And when you change the breath in between the sentences, there's also techniques as well. And also, people always, when you're beginning to learn to sing, you always don't know how to sing a high notes. Teachers say, I give you one techniques, you can just hit your high notes. That's just the one techniques cannot help. You have to learn a lot of things. You have to have a good foundation in order to hit the high notes. Is the position of your soft palate has to be high, and you have to have a breath support. And you have to have your voice come out of almost like the head voice from the head, not from your mouth or your chest. So there are different techniques how to hit high notes. The third one is be comfortable to fail, because like learning anything new in life, you're gonna fail, right? Andre Petrola is the world well-known singer in the world. But I'm sure when he started to sing, it's not going to be perfect like today, right? So he may be as better as an average person. He's talented. Still, we have to be comfortable to accept a failure. So in order to get better, you almost have to take a backwards, getting worse. And then you can get better. For example, from my singing experience, in the beginning, I can sing. I like to sing since as childhood. So I can sing, right? But when you learn the new techniques, it's hard because you have to change the old habit. You be aware of that every time. So when you first do it, it's almost you don't know how to sing now, because you're thinking, I gotta breathe, I got to, thinking where my position is and how do I deliver the word. There's so many things on your mind. You most like a freeze. You don't know what to sing. But believe me, through the practices and through the process, you will be getting better. If you use the right techniques, you will see the progress. That's for sure. All right. The fourth point is that you have to record your progress. I use this karaoke app on my phone. It's a Chinese karaoke app, so you can record in your singing. And a year ago, when I sing some song I know before, I thought, I did pretty good job. But a year later, I listened to it no, I think that was not so good. I can see what kind of mistakes, what kind of the improvement I could make. A year later, if I sing the same song, it'll be much better because I apply for those techniques when I sing. Number 5, to be open to be coached and give feedback. Sometimes when I want to hear it, it's not easy to hear somebody criticize your singing. But in the long run, I think it's just in life as anything else, you'll be very benefit if you are open to listen to the feedback and get it to improve it in the future. For example, we have a group I joined this women's chorus group in Washington, D.C. because pandemic, we're doing the Zoom meeting every Friday night. So we're practice singing together. And obviously there's some people are better than me, so they can give me feedback. And even though sometimes maybe it's hard to hear, or maybe the way they give their feedback is not very easy to hear, but just forget about the way they deliver, just listen to the content. Because if its content is correct and is very helpful to you, you should listen and maybe improve it, which I do, which helped me a lot. And the six points is that make time to enjoy what you're doing. I love to sing since childhood, but I never take time to practice or learn before until last year. I really started to practice every day and join this group, also take some lessons to learn. So I can see this 1 year made me sing much better, made a huge progress. So it doesn't matter. I maybe never going to be on a stage to performance, right? But I will be great in the karaoke parties because in China, karaoke is very popular. When I go back to home, I'll do that with friends. Have fun with it, just enjoying it. Number 7 is don't force it. In life, you cannot force it. You gotta be doing as you're comfortable. Also use the right techniques. For example, when I first sing, try to hit the high notes, I just use power through it. It doesn't work in singing. No matter how much power you use, if you don't have the right techniques, right position, right breath support, you're not going to hit it no matter what. So you gotta learn the right techniques. In singing, in order to hit the high notes, you really have to relax, actually not use a lot of voice. I mean, the less voice and more relaxed you are, the better have a chance you can hit that high notes. So, in conclusion, singing, just like life, in any other things, new skills you want to learn, you gotta be patient, you gotta be vulnerable, and you gotta be really practice. Just the one thing you take away from today's video is practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. So I will link some of my singing from the karaoke app. If you are interested, you can listen to it. And please consider subscribe my channel if you think those topics be interest to you. And also share your experience. What are learning skills you have learned? What are some of the tips you can share with our YouTube community? Thank you so much and have a great day.